Scarlett. And they are on a clearance sale price. So I will be putting these on for sure. The thing I love about this brand is that they're not technically known as a comfort brand, not that I know of, but they are some of my most comfortable shoes because they are made the way that shoes used to be made. That got way too expensive for anyone else to do, and so, but they still do it. And this is a brand that was started by a father and son team out of New York City, and they saw all of these women just rushing into work in their sneakers with their beautiful New York City outfits. And they were like, that's so silly. I know they're gonna go change into some heels or something. Why don't we make some shoes that are comfortable enough to commute in, but then you don't have to change your shoes on the way out. Now, one of these looks different. One of these kids is doing his own thing. So I'm gonna ask Catherine Martin if you can help me out a little bit with what's happening here, because this one looks different than the others. Am I wrong? Hello? Anyone? Bueller? Hi.
Hey there, how's it going?
Good, how are
Good
you?
to see you.
Catherine Martin
good.
represents Miz Mooz, and I'm seeing one of these looks a little bit different with like this ribbing on it. Is that correct?
Yes, absolutely. The Scarlett should have ribbing on the back. That's actually goring. It's very reminiscent to a sweater, and we did that because of the top line. It's going to be very forgiving on the ankle. But yeah, you started to nail it at the beginning of the presentation. This is a father and son team from 2001 in New York City. They saw women wearing shoes, leisure shoes, to work or social events and changing into their heels or flats. They thought we need better functionality in a shoe. We want a shoe a woman can put on from the beginning of the day to the end and be comfortable and fashionable. That's how the Miz Mooz brand was born. But what the DNA of Miz Mooz is ethically sourced artisan leathers from Europe. And they are all carefully curated. That's what makes the brand so special. And people that follow the brand, it's almost like a cult following, really, because the first time you try a Miz Mooz, you fall in love with it. Is what they notice is all of that buttery, soft leather. And you know, we like to think of it as a trip that you take to Europe and you bring back a little piece of luxury.
Yes.
It's going to stay in your closet, and it's just going to get better with time because these leathers are quality. The textiles they use are quality. Inside, you're looking at right now that micro fleece lining, going to keep you nice and warm. We're talking about that goring on the back earlier. That's kind of a reminiscent to a knit. So very comfortable. In the bottom, you've got an insole that's wrapped in leather, so you have a stockless option.
So nice.
Super, super comfortable. You can just slip your foot in and just go. I like to think of the Scarlett because this particular boot is a little bit different from a lot of the studs and all these crazy details that we put into the Miz Mooz brand, but it's kind of simplified. But they're using all those gorgeous leathers to make that paneling throughout the upper,
you really see that beautiful ruching on all the different colors.
Yes.
So let me take you through those since this is the only one we have in the studio. So I believe this one's the acorn. Is that correct? Okay, so that's the acorn. A beautiful kind of like honey color.
Yes, I love
the black.
Is
such an easy way to go if you are going to gift these. That's about a 2 1/8 inch heel. Pebble. Oh, look how pretty the pebble is.
Yeah, right? Perfect.
And then we also have sapphire as well. We have about 30 in pebble and 30 in sapphire remaining. These are a $220 shoe that you are saving $67 on. We don't see very much Miz Mooz in clearance here at QVC. And although there are 2 in the show, we are limited in sizing, but they do shoes once, and then they don't do that style again. So if this is something that you love, get it now. And here's the size chart to help you choose your best size, because it is European sizing. Can you help us with that?
Sure, no problem. So on the left-hand side is US sizes, on the right is European. I'm a 7, so I'd wear a 37. If you want to size up, you may, because these are boots, but these are very true to size.
Yeah, see, I'm a 7, and in Miz Mooz, I find if they are open toe, I do the 37. If they are closed toe, like the boots, I do a 38, and they're always perfect. And in this case, They are true to that. Oh, these feel so good.
And
Okay.
they're very roomy inside as well.
Yeah.
They really do. They think about the toe bed. They think about comfort. They think about function. That's why I just heard you using the floor to ceiling zipper. I mean, how easy was it to get them on and off?
I know. And that leather just melts.
Out of the box wearability.
Yes, it melts into your skin, it feels like. That's why when you said we're going to take a little trip to Europe, this reminds me of I spent a semester in Florence. And so my mom said, it's funny, I talked about this yesterday with the Irish sweaters. She said, wherever you go, get something that area is known for. And she said, when you're in Italy, go get some like handmade, handcrafted leather boots. And I was like, okay. And I went into the little shoe shops and I was like, it was so expensive. But that's how they used to do it. And that's why I started out this presentation, and I'll talk about it again with Miz Mooz later. These are made the way shoes used to be made, which is why they command prices like $220. When you can get them on a clearance price, yes, $153 for Miz Mooz, and you can return if you don't love them through the end of January.
Right.
Try this brand if you never have, or get yourself another pair.
A616. Look at those furnishing details.
Oh, they're so pretty.
I'm just noticing it on camera. It looks gorgeous.
So this is the acorn. We have them in black, pebble, and sapphire. Beautiful colors with that burnishing too. Thank you so much, Catherine. We'll see you in just a little bit.
Sounds good. Thank you.
She will be back with Bucky.